Have you ever woken up feeling heavy? That tightness in your chest? The knot in your stomach? And before you even finish your first cup of coffee, your mind is already racing with worries? Many men over 60 believe this is just what aging feels like. They say, stress is part of getting older. You slow down, and your mind just gets heavier. But what if I told you that this isn't the full story? What if there are simple things you can do tomorrow morning that can shift everything? My name is Dr. James Carter, a senior wellness expert and cognitive therapist with over 25 years helping men rediscover clarity, peace, and strength, without relying on medications or expensive treatments. Over the years, I've discovered that stress isn't just something that happens to us. It's something we unknowingly feed, especially through our morning habits. But here's the good news. There are 5 natural, science-backed habits that can literally kill morning stress before it ruins your day. No pills, no gimmicks, just real, doable actions with deep, calming impact. Imagine this. You wake up feeling centered. You breathe deeply. Your thoughts are clearer. And your body feels more in sync, like it's working with you, not against you. And yes, it's possible. Even if you're 60, 70, or 80. Even if you've tried meditation or supplements and didn't feel a thing. This works because it resets the root of stress right from the first hour of your day. In this video, I'll walk you through 5 powerful habits that will help you dissolve stress starting tomorrow morning. And trust me, habit number 5 is something almost no one talks about, but it might be the most important one. So stay with me. Let's turn your mornings into moments of power, not panic. Before we dive in, if you want more tips on how to stay sharp, calm, and energized after 60, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You deserve a healthy and empowered life, and we're here to support you every step of the way. Quick question before we start. Have you felt more stress or tension in your mornings lately? Type yes in the comments if that's you, or no if you already have a routine that helps. I'd love to hear what works for you. Habit 1. Start with 3 deep grounding breaths before getting out of bed. You might not think it matters, but the very first thing you do when you open your eyes sets the entire rhythm of your nervous system for the rest of the day. And for men over 60, that rhythm is everything. Most people wake up and immediately react. They grab their phone, check the news, stress over what they forgot yesterday, or worse, they rush out of bed with a sense of dread already sinking in. But there's something simple, almost invisible, that changes everything. 3 deep, conscious breaths. Yes, just 3. Here's how it works, biologically and emotionally. The moment you wake up, your brain is shifting from deep sleep into what's called the alpha state. It's the perfect window to set the tone. If you let your stress take over in that moment, cortisol spikes, adrenaline floods your body, and that background anxiety, it stays with you all day. But if you simply pause, close your eyes again, and take 3 long, deep breaths, filling your belly with air, holding it for a moment, and releasing slowly. You signal safety to your nervous system. You tell your brain, I am in control. I am grounded. I am not rushing anymore. It's like hitting a reset button before the noise begins. And it only takes 30 seconds. Now let's get a bit more precise, because the way you breathe matters. Here's what I teach my patients. As soon as you wake up, resist the urge to grab your phone. Lie on your back or stay in the position you woke up in. Place one hand on your chest, the other on your stomach. Inhale slowly through your nose for 4 seconds. Feel your stomach rise, not your chest. Hold the breath for 3 seconds. Exhale gently through your mouth for 6 to 7 seconds. Let everything soften. Repeat this for just 3 rounds. If your mind wanders, it's okay. Just bring your attention back to the feeling of your hand rising and falling. No pressure, no performance, just presence. Now here's the part most people don't realize. Doing this consistently each morning can retrain your stress response over time. Because what you're doing is more than breathing. You're reprogramming the way your brain handles challenge, uncertainty, and tension. This activates your parasympathetic nervous system, your body's natural calm mode. Heart rate drops, blood pressure balances, and your emotional state stabilizes. And here's what most of my clients report after just 1 week of doing this. Less morning anxiety, more focus in the first few hours, reduced need for caffeine, and a greater sense of emotional steadiness throughout the day. They start the day as the pilot, not the passenger. And for men over 60, that feeling that you're still in the driver's seat of your life is worth everything. So tomorrow morning, don't reach for your phone. Reach for your breath. Habit 2. Move your body gently for just 10 minutes. There's a silent truth that most men don't talk about after 60. Mornings feel heavier. Your joints are stiff. Your back whispers complaints. And somehow, even after a full night of sleep, you still feel drained. This isn't just aging. It's a lack of circulation, and more importantly, a lack of morning movement. You see, overnight, your blood flow slows down, your muscles cool, your lymphatic system, the one responsible for detoxifying your body, stagnates. If you simply wake up and sit down with a coffee, you're carrying that stagnation into the rest of your day. But there's a fix, and it doesn't require weights, treadmills, or even sneakers. Just 10 minutes of gentle, intentional movement in the morning can completely rewire how your body and brain function that day. I'm not talking about workouts. I'm talking about flow. Here's what I recommend, and what I do myself. The moment you've finished your deep breathing, habit 1, sit up slowly. Stand beside your bed or walk barefoot to the window. And then begin a slow sequence of movement. Roll your shoulders forward 10 times, then backward 10 times. Gently twist your torso left and right, like you're wringing out your spine. Circle your ankles while standing on one foot, then switch. Lift your arms overhead as you inhale, then let them fall as you exhale. Finish by walking slowly around your home or backyard for 5 to 7 minutes. This is not about speed. It's about awakening. Because what's happening inside is powerful. You're waking up the vagus nerve, which calms your entire body. You're increasing synovial fluid in your joints, reducing stiffness. You're kickstarting endorphins, your body's natural mood elevators. And you're improving blood flow to the brain, enhancing clarity. Most men don't know this, but studies show that light movement within the first 30 minutes of waking significantly reduces cortisol levels for the rest of the day. In fact, in a recent study on older adults who practiced light Tai Chi or walking each morning, over 72% reported fewer feelings of overwhelm and anxiety after just 2 weeks. Here's why. Your body craves motion to feel safe. When you move, you signal that you're not in danger, that you are free to explore, act, and express. It's primal, it's cellular, and as a result, your mind relaxes. That background tension, it starts to dissolve. The best part? You don't need perfect form. You don't need flexibility. You just need intention. Start with 5 minutes if 10 feels like too much. Even slow shoulder rolls while you're waiting for your tea water to boil make a difference. Because this habit isn't just about mobility, it's about momentum. And once your body feels alive, your thoughts follow. So tomorrow morning, after those 3 grounding breaths, stand up and move, not with force, but with purpose. Let your body remind your brain that you are still strong, still capable, and still in motion, no matter your age. Habit 3, get natural morning light on your skin. There's something ancient, primal, and profoundly healing about morning light. And yet, in our modern routines, we've forgotten how vital it is, especially as we age. After 60, your body's internal clock, your circadian rhythm, begins to shift. Melatonin production changes, cortisol spikes become unpredictable, and sleep quality, often a shadow of what it used to be. But what if the most powerful way to reset your biological rhythm wasn't found in a bottle or a pill, but in the sky? That's where habit 3 comes in. Expose your skin and eyes to natural morning light for just 10 minutes. Now here's the science most people don't know. When sunlight hits your skin and eyes in the first 1 to 2 hours after waking, it activates a cascade of hormonal signals. It tells your brain, it's time to wake up. It halts residual melatonin, the hormone that makes you feel groggy. It boosts serotonin, which improves mood, memory, and calm. And it sets a biological timer for melatonin to return later at night, helping you sleep better. This is your natural anti-stress and anti-insomnia solution, and it's free. The problem? Many men over 60 start their days inside, in dim kitchens, with artificial lights, looking at phone screens or TV glow. That's not morning light, that's disruption. You need real light, even if the sky is cloudy. So here's what to do. As soon as you've done your deep breathing and gentle movement, step outside, or open a window wide and let the light hit your face. No sunglasses, no glass between you and the light if possible. Just you in the morning. Let the light touch your arms, your neck, your eyelids. Stand still if you want, or pace gently. You don't have to do anything but be present. You'll start to feel something within the first few minutes. A shift in alertness, a soft lift in mood, a dissolving of that early morning tension. And over time, with daily consistency, men report powerful changes. Easier mornings, less anxiety before lunch, sharper thinking, and deeper, more restful sleep at night. This is because sunlight regulates cortisol. It creates a rhythm, strong and steady, that tells your body when to be alert and when to let go. But it must happen in the morning. Afternoon light doesn't have the same impact. Even if you live in a place with little sun, the brightness of the sky, even on cloudy days, is enough. It's 100 times more powerful than indoor lighting. So if you can, go outside. If not, open that window and lean into the day. Make it a ritual, while sipping your tea, stretching your arms, or simply breathing. Because every ray of light is a message to your body. You're alive. You're safe. And today is yours. Habit 4. Eat a magnesium-rich breakfast to calm your nerves. You might think your breakfast is fine. Maybe it's just toast, a quick cup of coffee, or nothing at all. But what if I told you that the very first thing you put in your mouth each morning is either fueling your inner calm or silently feeding your stress? Especially after 60, your nutritional needs shift. Your body becomes more sensitive to deficiencies. And one of the most overlooked yet critical is this: magnesium. Now, this isn't some trendy supplement. Magnesium is an essential mineral that over 60% of adults, especially men over 60, are chronically lacking. Why does that matter? Because magnesium is your body's natural stress regulator. Here's what this quiet mineral does. It calms the nervous system by reducing excitatory neurotransmitters. It regulates cortisol and adrenaline spikes. It relaxes your muscles, including the ones around your chest and gut. And it improves sleep quality by boosting melatonin pathways. When you're low on magnesium, your body feels on edge, even if everything else seems fine. You become more reactive, more tense, more emotionally volatile. Sound familiar? But here's the good news. You don't need expensive supplements to fix this. You can simply eat your way to calm by starting your day with foods rich in this anti-stress mineral. Here are the best magnesium-packed breakfast options for men over 60. A bowl of oats topped with sliced banana and a handful of almonds. A smoothie with spinach, avocado, chia seeds, and a bit of cocoa. Whole grain toast with natural peanut butter, Greek yogurt with pumpkin seeds and blueberries, or even a simple boiled egg with a side of steamed greens and olive oil. These foods don't just nourish your body, they send a signal to your brain. I am supported. I am safe. And when you fuel your body with magnesium in the morning, you build resilience. You give your nervous system the resources it needs to handle stress gracefully, without panic, irritability, or fog. Let's be clear. You don't need to change your entire diet. You just need to upgrade your first meal. So instead of skipping breakfast or grabbing empty carbs, make a conscious shift. Even a small bowl of oats with nuts can make a massive difference. And if you drink coffee in the morning, all the more reason to add magnesium-rich foods, because caffeine depletes your magnesium levels even further. Start tomorrow. Choose just one of those options. Keep it simple. Repeat it for a few days, and notice the subtle changes. Less muscle tension in your neck, a calmer reaction to unexpected problems, a feeling of mental space rather than clutter. It's not magic, it's magnesium, and it's your quiet weapon against the chaos of stress. So remember, before the rush of your day begins, take a moment to nourish your body in a way that brings peace, not panic. Habit 5. Use the 3-sentence morning journal to rewire your brain. What if I told you that 3 sentences, written by your own hand each morning, could rewire the way your brain handles stress? It sounds simple, almost too simple. But sometimes, simplicity is what makes something powerful. Because while most men focus on what they feed their body each morning, very few stop to ask, what am I feeding my mind? After 60, many experience a quiet, creeping heaviness. A sense that time is slipping, regret over missed chances, worries about health, family, or legacy, a question that lingers. Did I do enough? These thoughts don't always shout. Sometimes they just sit there, like a background hum, draining your energy before the day even begins. But here's what neuroscience shows us. You can redirect that mental energy, consciously, with intention, and with the help of a 2-minute habit I call the 3-sentence morning journal. Here's how it works. Every morning, right after your breakfast or morning light exposure, grab a piece of paper, a notebook, a sticky note, anything, and write just 3 sentences answering these 3 prompts. Today, I'm grateful for. Today, I'm proud of. Today, I'm excited about. That's it. No poetry, no perfection, no pressure. But what you're doing in those 90 seconds is training your brain to scan for the good instead of rehearsing the bad. You're shifting your mental filter. And when you do this consistently, several powerful changes occur. Your stress response becomes less reactive. Your inner dialogue becomes more self-supportive. You anchor yourself to the present instead of reliving the past or fearing the future. In fact, recent studies in positive psychology show that consistent gratitude-based journaling rewires the brain's default mode network, the part associated with overthinking and rumination. You reduce anxiety, increase resilience, and regain a sense of emotional agency. And here's what makes this habit even more effective after 60. At this stage of life, wisdom runs deep, but it often hides behind the noise of regret, fear, and uncertainty. This journaling process brings your wisdom forward. It sharpens your sense of what matters. It reminds you that you're still growing, still becoming, and still capable of joy. Let me give you an example. Today, I'm grateful for the quiet moment I had yesterday on the porch. I'm proud that I reached out to my grandson last night. I'm excited to try a new walk around the neighborhood today. That's not just journaling. That's a man reclaiming ownership of his mind. So tomorrow morning, grab that pen. Don't overthink. Don't filter. Just write what's true in that moment. 3 sentences, 3 minutes, and a mindset that will carry you through the day with grace, focus, and peace. Because in a world that constantly tells us what's wrong, you deserve to remember what's right. Remember, these strategies are natural, simple, and accessible to anyone. You don't need fancy equipment. You don't need prescriptions, just intention and the willingness to try something new for yourself. Start small. Don't overwhelm yourself trying to do all 5 tomorrow. Just pick 1 or 2 that felt right for you. For example, tomorrow morning. Before you get out of bed, just take those 3 deep breaths. Or step outside and let your skin feel the light. It might feel subtle, but trust me, it builds powerfully over time. If this video helped you, hit that like button and share it with someone you care about. Stress doesn't have to be your default setting. You deserve better mornings and better days. And remember to subscribe, because this is just the beginning.